Why astrology? There's a couple of assumptions in astrology. First, that we're part of an intelligent whole. And in that field of intelligence, there's something called synchronicity, which is a meaningful coincidence. So, when an astrologer looks at your birth chart, this moment of the patterns of the planets has a synchronicity, it has a meaning that can be seen as like a seed pattern for you. The 12 signs of the zodiac are like an archetypal storytelling of different types of energy. And the planets are like characters that inhabit these signs and have dialogue. And the personal planets are the ones that move the fastest. The Moon, the Sun, Mercury, Mars and Venus. And so with a description and a dialogue of these planets, we can start to talk about the way that you are in your routines in life, that would be the Moon. How you're attracted to somebody, that would be your ascendant. How you fuel and bring the energy of your heartfulness into your expression, that will be your Sun. And then of course the way that Mars and Venus relate to each other has very much to do with the way that you have an attitude or a characteristic towards relationships. And by understanding these ingredients when it comes to relating to somebody else, it's like cooking a recipe. If you know about your ascendant and your Moon and your Mars and your Venus, and then you can put those ingredients on the table with somebody else, and you can start to create a more meaningful relationship. And most of us know only our sun signs. So as a therapist who would work with astrology, this already takes an incisive 4 or 5 months out of the process of getting to know you, because your chart is so descriptive. The personal planets interact with each other, and we can talk a lot about relationships. The outer planets move more slowly. Jupiter takes 12 years and Saturn 28 years. And the recently discovered Uranus 84 years to move around the 12 signs of the zodiac. And they build up cycles of understanding and wisdom, such as Jupiter has the teacher influence. What can I learn from my actions? Saturn, how you structure your life. When Uranus brings into play, what's my big purpose of a long, well-lived life. So we introduce timing and transits into this developmental growth story. And you can see which stage you're in. And this brings us to another moment. Say you're going through a kind of a crisis of something, a divorce or something has happened. You can look at the patterning of the planets at that time and see a way that maybe you can manage that crisis. You know, we can't stop the rain from raining, but we can choose what to do when we have inclement weather. You know, you can take an umbrella or even go dancing in the rain. The interaction of Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus can be quite personal, how they form and weave together in a sacred geometry kind of way. Their numbers really do form a wonderful patterning. And of course, with our more advanced technology and telescopes, we've discovered many more planets, Neptune and Pluto, the goddess planets, Chiron, and so on and so forth. Our expansion of understanding of the solar system and that we're a part of keeps on growing. And this sense of being part of something actually is another attribute that comes out from getting a consult. You start to feel that you're part of a bigger story, and this can start to bring out a spirituality in you, a certain connectivity to the whole. So in that sense, astrology is a very holistic practice. So a consult can answer many questions. It can give you a sense of confidence that you're being backed and supported by the universe. And I'm AAA, I'm an astrologer, an architect, and also an artist. So I always have a pencil in my hand when we do a consult, and a drawing, a picture of your chart starts to emerge. So one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself is to have a deeper understanding of your natal chart. And it's your life, and that investment and self-care in yourself is an important thing to do. A usual consult takes a couple of hours, and then maybe a follow-up a little bit later. So welcome to the world of astrology, and namaste.